Have you ever wondered what happens to your vagina if you don't have sex for a long time? It's a question that's probably crossed your mind, and it's precisely what we're here to explore today. This video aims to shed light on the physiological changes that occur in the vagina when a person is not sexually active for an extended period. It's a topic that's often shrouded in misconceptions and fears, and we're here to clear the air. We'll be diving into the science behind these changes, looking at how our bodies react when they're not engaged in sexual activity. We'll bust myths, quell fears, and provide you with factual, evidence-based information. This isn't just about curiosity, it's about understanding your body better, about knowing what's normal and what's not. So buckle up, get comfortable, and keep an open mind. We're about to embark on an enlightening journey. Hold on to your seats as we delve into the science behind these changes. To understand these changes better, we must first comprehend the science of sex. Now, sex doesn't just feel good, it's also beneficial for the vagina. It plays a vital role in maintaining vaginal health, and here's how. During sexual arousal, the body responds in several interesting ways. The brain releases chemicals that increase heart rate and blood flow throughout the body. This increased blood flow is especially significant in the pelvic region, and more specifically, the vagina. This causes the vagina to expand and become well lubricated, preparing for potential sexual intercourse. But why does this matter? Well, this increased blood flow helps to keep the vaginal tissues healthy and elastic. It's kind of like a workout for your vagina. Then there's orgasm, the pinnacle of sexual pleasure. During orgasm, the pelvic floor muscles contract rhythmically. These contractions are not just pleasurable, they also serve a crucial function. You see, these contractions help to strengthen the pelvic floor muscles. A strong pelvic floor is essential for preventing issues like urinary incontinence and even uterine prolapse. And let's not forget about natural lubrication. The vagina is a self-cleaning organ, and sex aids in this process. During sexual activity, the vagina produces natural lubrication that helps to flush out harmful bacteria, reducing the risk of infections like bacterial vaginosis or yeast infections. Sex also plays a role in maintaining a healthy vaginal pH. You see, the vagina has a slightly acidic pH that helps to keep harmful bacteria at bay. Semen, on the other hand, is slightly alkaline. So, during sex, when semen is introduced into the vagina, it can temporarily raise the vaginal pH. But don't worry, the vagina is pretty good at regulating itself and will soon return to its slightly acidic state, helping to maintain a healthy bacterial balance. Now that we've covered the basics, let's explore what happens when these processes are absent for a long time. We'll delve into the physiological changes that can occur and how these can impact your sexual health. So stay tuned and let's continue this fascinating journey into the science of sex. So, what really happens to your vagina if you don't have sex for a while? Well, let's dive into the science behind it and explore the main physiological changes that can occur. It's a common misconception that your vagina might become tighter or close up if you're not having regular sex. But that's simply not true. The vagina is a dynamic and flexible organ that can expand and contract based on its needs, such as during sex or childbirth. However, without regular sexual activity, there can be a decrease in elasticity. Think of it like a muscle that isn't being exercised. Over time, without the regular stretching that occurs during sex, the vaginal tissues may become less flexible. This can lead to feelings of tightness and discomfort during your next sexual encounter. Another change that can occur is a decrease in natural lubrication. This is because sexual arousal stimulates the production of natural lubricants in the vagina. Without regular arousal, these lubricants may not be produced as readily. This can also contribute to feelings of discomfort or dryness during sexual activity. The muscular structure of the vagina can also change over time without sex. The vaginal muscles, like any other muscles in the body, can lose tone and strength when not regularly used. This could potentially lead to a decrease in sexual satisfaction, as these muscles play a crucial role in the sexual response cycle. It's important to remember that these changes are typically reversible. Just as a muscle can regain its strength and elasticity with regular exercise, so too can the vagina with regular sexual activity. It's all about giving your body what it needs to stay healthy and balanced. Now, you might be wondering about the potential increase in discomfort during sexual activity after a long break. This discomfort can be due to a variety of factors, including the decreased elasticity and lubrication we've already discussed. But it's also important to note that this discomfort can often be alleviated with time, patience, and communication with your partner. Remember, Everyone's body is unique and will respond differently to periods of sexual inactivity. For some, these changes may be more noticeable, while others may not notice any significant changes at all. And that's perfectly normal. So, in short, while there can be physiological changes to the vagina if you're not having regular sex, these changes are not permanent and can be reversed with regular sexual activity. But what about the impact on your overall sexual health? Let's delve into that in the next segment, where we'll explore the broader implications of sexual inactivity on your overall well-being. So stay tuned. Sexual health is about more than just physical changes. It also involves your emotional well-being. Let's delve into the psychological realm of sexual health, particularly focusing on the potential effects of not engaging in sexual activity for a lengthy period of time. Firstly, a significant factor to consider is libido, or sexual desire. The absence of sexual activity can, for some, lead to a decrease in libido. It's akin to the use it or lose it concept. However, this is not a universal rule, and the impact on libido varies greatly from person to person. For some, the lack of sexual activity can actually increase their sexual desire, creating a sort of sexual tension that heightens their libido. But remember, libido is not a constant, and it can fluctuate due to a variety of reasons such as stress, hormonal changes, or emotional states. Not having sex for a long time could be one of these reasons, but it's not the only one. Moreover, it's important to note that sex is often associated with emotional intimacy and connection. Therefore, not having sex for a long time could potentially lead to feelings of loneliness or emotional disconnect, particularly if the person is used to sharing this intimate act with a partner. However, it's crucial to underline that these potential effects are highly individual and depend on various factors. For instance, a person's relationship status, their personal attitudes towards sex, and their overall mental health can all influence how they respond to a lack of sexual activity. In essence, the impact of not having sex for a long time on one's sexual health is not straightforward. It's a complex interplay of physiological and psychological factors. It's not just about physical changes, but also about emotional responses and individual perceptions. Remember, sexual health is a complex interplay of many factors, not just sexual activity. So, it's essential to consider all these aspects when thinking about your sexual health, understanding that each person's experience is unique. So, we've learned quite a lot today about what happens to your vagina if you don't have sex for a long time. We've delved into the science of sex, understanding the physiological changes that occur in the body, and how these changes can impact your overall sexual health. To recap, we've discussed how the body reacts to sexual activity, or the lack thereof. We talked about how the vaginal walls can become thinner due to decreased estrogen levels, which can lead to a condition known as vaginal atrophy. We also touched on how the vagina can lose its elasticity and natural lubrication, which can cause discomfort or pain during intercourse. These physiological changes, while they may sound daunting, are part of a natural process and are not necessarily permanent. We learned that these changes can be reversed or managed with the right care and attention. This could involve various methods such as engaging in regular sexual activity, either solo or with a partner, using vaginal moisturizers or lubricants, or seeking medical advice for more targeted treatments. Importantly, we've highlighted that sexual activity is not the only factor that can impact the health of your vagina. Other factors such as age, hormonal changes, and certain medical conditions can also play a role. Therefore, understanding and taking care of your sexual health goes beyond just understanding the physiological changes that occur with sexual activity. We've also emphasized that each individual's experience can vary greatly. What might be a normal change for one person may not be the same for another. It's essential to listen to your body and seek professional advice when necessary. Above all, we've reinforced the importance of understanding one's own body and sexual health. Knowledge is power, and being informed about your body can help you make the best decisions for your health and well-being. In closing, it's crucial to remember that your sexual health is an essential part of your overall health. It's not something to be ignored or neglected. Whether you're sexually active or not, it's important to pay attention to any changes and seek help if needed. Your body, your rules, stay informed and stay healthy.